Here's Katie Walsh, Republican National Committee Senior Advisor. You've seen my reaction. What's yours, Katie?
Well, I think it's an embarrassment on behalf of the Democrat congressmen that watched the speech last night. I don't know how they go back to their districts and tell their voters, explain why they sat down to 4.3 million new jobs for women over the last 4 years, lowest unemployment rate for women since 1953. I don't know how they answered that to their constituents.
Okay, well, that was a good answer on your part for us today. Thank you very much. Now, the Iowa caucuses, I've got to go back to that. An absolute disaster, and the media admits it. You've got to watch this, Katie.
Of and even scorned by other nations are long behind us. This is our glorious and magnificent inheritance projected during the previous administration.
I'm sorry, folks, that's the wrong soundbite. Do we have it, the right one? The media saying the caucus is a disaster? Okay, roll the right tape, go.
It's been chaos here in Des Moines.
This is a disaster on every level for Democrats and for Iowa.
Michigas, a complete chaos and disaster.
The phone backup system that they had in place, according to one source, is a disaster.
You can't get a response, so they're just starting to tweet out their results. This is starting to look like a debacle.
It's staggeringly embarrassing and really unacceptable.
Was there election interference? Did somebody try to hack into the app? Was it just pure incompetence?
It wasn't the Russians in this case. It appears to be the Democrats who did it to themselves.
The guy in the White House is chuckling all night here, showing the Democrats can't even get a 3-car funeral organized.
Okay, I think we've heard enough of that. But Katie, look, in my opinion, the real disaster in Iowa, okay, they messed up the counting, got it. The real disaster was middle of the road, Joe Biden came in 4th.
Well, that's what the establishment Democrats are terrified about. And I think you played a clip before the break of James Carville talking about the candidate, about Bernie Sanders they're concerned about as well. But I think after last night, I don't think they have a candidate that they can put up against the president. And I think they're going to start realizing that after the case the president made to the American people last night about what he's done the last 4 years. But to your point, we've watched for the last, 3 months, the Democrat and establishment media cover impeachment nonstop. I mean, that's all. When you turn on cable news, that's all you see is impeachment. And it's like they woke up 48 hours ago and realized, holy cow, Bernie Sanders has run away with the nomination. What are we going to do now? And so it's interesting to see how much they have completely just melted down over the fact that they may have a candidate that has no chance against the president.
What do you think of the chances of Mike Bloomberg?
Oh, I think Mike Bloomberg's going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars and sit at 3 to 5%. I don't think he has a base. I don't think this country votes against people. I think they vote for people, and I think that's what you see when you see the president have the highest approval rating in the Republican Party in a long time. 97% of Republicans support the president. Bloomberg doesn't have a base like that. There's nobody underneath Bloomberg lifting him up and telling his story. That's an anti-Trump vote, and I don't think that works in this country.
Okay, Katie Walsh, good stuff. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
I know you enjoyed it. I know you did.
I did. It was great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Katie.